Hello everyone. I wanted to make a video showcasing World Sage and how to get into what the obtainment requirements are because I recently got it myself and there aren't many videos or guides or anything really on how to get it. And the few that are available don't really show much. So it's kind of just you guessing since the game is still pretty new. And I wanted to make a video that kind of has everything in it to help other people who want to get World Sage like myself. So hopefully this video is able to help you guys out and we're all able to enjoy being the avatar. So the first thing you want to do is press tab, right? If you see this little green person mark thing, it says view notebook, click on that. Then the person you want to select is Ty. Select track. And now you see Ty is highlighted over here and we can follow him. It's easier if you start in the desert. You don't have to because it shows you where to go anyway. But if you're starting from the desert, it's a pretty simple path. You just come this way. I also really recommend, I guess it's fine if you're a freshie, but there is a huge ganking problem in this game right now. People will PvP you over the smallest thing. So if you're looking to keep your lives intact, please be careful when you're using the pylons, especially the pylons. People are losers, man. They are camping the pylons waiting for you to come out. That's why I'm on my alt account, because it's just very unsafe to use the pylons right now. But as you can see over here, this is the first person you have to talk to. This is Ty. I don't have any money or any XP to actually get the fighting style here, but I think just for Ty you need about 240 silver, and I think it's 60 XP each time. So no, it's 40 XP. So about 140 XP and 240 silver. But you talk to him, he will give you the fist fighting style, which is really good. It's a really good fighting style to have. It's a very good class to have. And this starts your journey. Now, from Ty, once you finish getting all of the skills from him, he's gonna ask you to find a guy named Jonathan. So from there, let's go back to the desert. And I know what I said about using pylons, but I'm gonna do it just for the sake of the video, and also because this is kind of a throwaway account, it doesn't matter. But as you can see, if we go to view notebook, Jonathan isn't here. He doesn't show up because you actually have to find him first. So again, let's go back to the desert. God, the mana sprinting is so slow. Oh my god, the scorpion. I didn't set my spawn here. If I die, it's over. Dodge that. Oh, he is fast. Oh no. Please, I'm a freshie. I'm a freshie. Save me, guard. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Alright. Now we just have to find the pylon, and we are actually going to go to the forest now. The forest pylon. So once you come here, you can use the pylon as a marker as well. This is the next location. You either want to glide down if you have the glider. I don't have the glider on this account, so I'm just going to take the zip line down. Oh my god, what are they doing over there? If you see this big tower, that's where Jonathan is. That's where you want to go. They're fighting. Okay, let's try to avoid these guys. I don't think they want to kill a freshie, but people have egos in this game. Now, in the tower, there is parkour that you're supposed to do, but literally no one does it because it's pointless. I'll show you the way to get up here without having to do the parkour. So what you're gonna want to do is come to the back of the tower, actually, and just start climbing up here. And you can do this with level 0 mana, level 1 mana, whatever it is. I have no mana crystals on this account, so I'm showing you that it is indeed possible. You want to climb up all the way to this branch up here that you'll see in a second. See that tree? Oh, I just made that. You climb up here, and then what you're gonna want to do is gonna be difficult. You're gonna want to mana dash. Oh no! Okay, so don't do what I did last time. I don't remember that jump being that bad. So just come all the way up here, jump down, you'll get no ragdoll, and then you can just fall down here. And this is Jonathan. He will teach you Sage. I, again, can't do anything here because I didn't actually get the fighting style. But from here, as you can see, it's 120 silver per skill, and I forgot how much XP is needed. I think it's like 120 XP. I forgot. I think there's a wiki you can find out for that. But this is Jonathan. This is his location. And from here, once you obtain Sage, next you want to go actually back to the foot. If I had a glider, I could just glide down. I'll have to jump down. Please don't die. Perfect. But next you will want to go back to the forest. Actually, you can go back to the pylon as a way marker. But now you're gonna want to have to go to, they're still fighting here. You're gonna want to go to the Tundra and talk to this guy down here. This is the way to the Tundra. You can talk to him. He will give you a quest. Book promotions. And you're gonna need 3 lurker hands too. So he asks you for 3 lurker hands here. Really easy to get. Just go to the graveyard, kill 3 lurkers. You got it. Then he will open the door for you, and this is where the Tundra is, the last location for World Sage. So I decided to switch on over to my main since I'm already in the Tundra here. And just fair warning before you come here, you cannot teleport out of here. As you can see, I'm trying to teleport with the pylon fragment. It won't let me. There are certain locations where you can use the pylon fragment, but in general, once you come here, it's a commitment. Also, you cannot go through the gate either. It won't open back for you. You can just reset and it'll take you to your spawn point. You won't lose your life. Totally fine. We're not going to do that. Now, the way to the World Sage is from this door. You're going to want to take a right, sorry, not left. You're going to want to come all the way over here, and you'll see this kind of cave-like pathway. Be careful, as for one, there are mobs, but also these spikes fall down on you. Not a big deal if they do, they barely hurt. But there are mobs over here. They aren't difficult to fight at all, but if it's your first time fighting them, I'd recommend not fighting them just because. There's normally an ice elemental here. He's not difficult to beat. In fact, I think there's one up here. I'll show you guys how to fight him. These guys won't bother you. They won't. Oh, there he is. I'll show you quickly how to fight him. That's his one move. Parry that. Block that. Dodge that. Wait for the parry. Wait for the parry. Parry again. Dodge that, and he's dead. I didn't even use any skills. All I did was straight M1. Now, to continue on to World Sage, you want to keep going over here. This is where Zenyatta is. Once you see this tree, this big white tree, you want to come over here. There's another ice elemental here. If you don't want to fight him, you can actually just come over here to avoid him, and he won't aggro you. And it's very recommended as well to have a glider, because you will need to jump off eventually. Climb up here. These are the bats. Again, they're not difficult at all to fight, and you can pretty much just ignore them. So just keep running, keep running, keep running. And from here, oh, they aggroed me. Well, I guess I'll show you how to fight these guys too. Honestly, oh, and him. Honestly, I just brute force it. I'm trying to do this without showing off the skills. But they're kind of... I also don't want to die. Alright. That still hit me. Dodge that. Again, these guys are very, very easy to fight. And it's as simple as that. Next, you're gonna want to jump off here. This is where you're gonna need the glider. Again, please get the glider before you come here. Just jump off, glide, and you're gonna want to come all the way over here. The tent below me, that's where Zenyatta is. I'm gonna fall down. You guys don't do this. I have a relic, Lucky Horseshoe, plus 50% fall damage resistance, and I don't ragdoll or die from long fall, so I'm fine to do that. You guys, please do not do that. Please don't. I just don't want to fight another one. He aggroed me. Okay. And this is Zenyatta. He is the World Sage trainer. He will teach you what you need to do to get World Sage. I can't do anything here because I already have it, obviously. The first quest he asks you to do is to meditate 3 times in 3 different biomes. And I want to tell you guys something that I did not know, which is that the biome that you meditate in determines your elements, right? So if you want fire, go to volcano. If you want water, go to the beach. If you want earth, you go to the desert, and so forth. If you want wind, the sky island. And if you want jungle, obviously go to the jungle. Not many people know about the sky island. I will show you how to get there as well towards the end of the video. But after you do the meditation, the next quest that he's going to ask you to do is to kill mobs with these weights on your feet. Now, it's not difficult at all to do. What I did was I stayed here in the tundra. I stayed in the tundra, and okay. I'll also just show you guys. If you can't get back up here, because it depends on how much mana you have, and unfortunately, I guess I just don't have enough to get up there. I'll fall down. See, I'm gonna climb up here. Not gonna make it. I'll just about make it, but I won't actually make it, and then I'll fall down, right? Now, you see this tree over here. This is where you're gonna go to get the rest of the way. So you're gonna want to crawl as high up as you possibly can, as far as you can go, basically, right? And then once you fall, glide over to the tree. You can stand on the tree, and then just climb the wall. Use the tree as a way to catch yourself, just in case you fall. Keep climbing, and boom, you're all the way back up here, right? Perfect. Now, what I did to complete the last part of the quest, which is the kill mobs with the weights on, I basically just did a rotation of this entire area. The bats that spawned here, killed them. The ice elemental that spawned here, killed them, killed it. The wolves that spawned, the wolves and the bats that spawned in the cave that we passed, I killed those. and the bats and repeat, right? I did that probably like 4, maybe 6 times just to be sure. I don't think you have to do it that many times, but that's how many times I did it. Then I went to like the beach area or the desert, it doesn't matter where you go. Then I killed the scorpion, the weights got off, and I was able to get World Sage. Now, that is how you complete the quest. It's time to showcase the abilities, right? This is a good place to actually, no, yeah, somewhere wide open. This is a good place. I'm just gonna show you guys the abilities that I picked. You only get 3 abilities. There's the 3 places you meditated. I picked fire, this is earth, and this is ice. So once you get World Sage, you'll get an ability called Terra Manifest, and that's what you'll use to actually use the abilities. You press E to cycle through your 3 elements. So, Terra Manifest for Volcano or Fire. This ability is pretty strong. It's probably the best ability for World Sage, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say it's a must-have, but if you're trying to go for a more PvP-oriented build, I think you're gonna want to go Fire. It's also pretty good for PvE too, as well. This is what it looks like. Just a big flame gazer. It's pretty cool. Doesn't last long, but it does good damage, right? Earth. This is a really good ability, in my opinion, because it actually pushes enemies away from you. So if you're like getting jumped, for example, it's just a very good get off of me tool. And of course it does damage as well. I killed everything over here, so I don't have anything to show it off on, but that's okay. Ice is just a big AoE around you, right? Big AoE. Now, it lasts for a good bit too. Now, it does take damage while it's active, obviously. And a lot of people say that ice is bad. I personally really like ice. In fact, here's an NPC up here. I'm gonna aggro him. I think people just aren't using the ice ability right, because with World Sage, remember, you got other abilities as well, right? Which I will show in a second here. So, as a part of the fighter class, you got heavy uppercut and rain. This does 3 hits. The last hit knocks back. Uppercut is just, well, it's an uppercut, which is really good for comboing as well, mind you. It's really good for comboing. Once you become a sage, you gain 3 abilities: Meditate, Might, and Virtue. Meditate actually gets a buff when you become a World Sage. As you can see, it lets you fill up your mana bar, and it stays full for a couple of seconds before it starts depleting, which is really good if you're also a mage, or you just want to run around. It's just a very good ability to have. Might is a pretty big AoE, and Virtue is a shield. It shields you, and whoever hits you will get knocked back for a bit. Now, with that being said, I personally believe that ice is, people are going to tell you that ice sucks because you can get hit while it's active, and if you get hit, it deactivates, right? I'm going to let Virtue come back off a cooldown real quick. And I'm going to show you guys why I think Virtue and ice is a pretty good combo together. Let's get this guy to aggro me very quickly. There we go. Okay. Now let's come over here. So it does work, just as long as you're not absolute dog shit like me. Let's try that again. Just to keep in mind, Virtue does not last for the entire duration of the ice circle, and it has a pretty decently long startup as well. So you're gonna want to activate the ice circle first, and try to make as much distance as possible as well. So let me try to do that here. Please aggro me. There we go. Dodge that. Knock him back. Activate this. Do this. He didn't attack me while the shield was up, but it was pretty effective. Now, the fire pit, she's taking constant tick damage. And now Earthwave. See how it pushes them back? It's a really good ability. You can also set up into the explosion. World Sage is pretty fun to use, honestly. Also, while your mana is charged, you get a new dash. Honestly, I'm not really sure how I feel about the dash. It's pretty decent. There's also another move that you get, which is Spirit Ball. I'm not too sure how to use it. I don't think I got an item. Yeah, I don't really know how to use Spirit Ball. Is it main hand? Yeah, I have no idea how to use that ability. So unfortunately, I do think Spirit Ball is bugged for World Sage because I'm pretty sure it's an actual skill that you get in your inventory, but I don't have it, and a lot of other people don't have it, so that's unfortunate, but I'm sure it'll get fixed in the future, so nothing to really worry about. But next, I do want to show you guys how to get to the Sky Island so that you can, or the air temple, so that you can obtain air. Now, I'm going to be honest, air isn't the best. It's basically just a really high jump that's not even really high. And the passive is it gives you walking speed. Climbing speed. So I don't think it's worth going for, but if you really want to have air, hey, be my guest. And water as well, since I didn't showcase that. Water is, it's this, but with water effects. I don't know how much damage it does, but I assume it does a pretty decent amount of damage, but it's not bad. And jungle is a whip. Basically, it would pull this like bat towards me. Again, I mean, it's probably good for PvP if someone's running from you, but otherwise, okay. Otherwise, I wasn't too fond of it, honestly. Also, if you have flame on, you do inflict fire on your M1s. I don't know why it's not doing it to the back. Ouch. It's supposed to inflict fire. Maybe it's because I'm using a spear and not the gauntlets, but that's okay. But this is the bridge that you're gonna pass when you're going over to get the World Sage class in general. You're gonna want to cross the bridge, right? Also, be careful. As you can see, there are wolves, and there's a giant here that has just aggroed me. I really don't feel like fighting him, honestly. So I'll be back. I'm gonna cross the bridge. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll see you guys then. All right, so I did make it across. Once you cross this bridge, you're gonna want to make a hard right, and you'll see this castle. You're gonna want to cross this bridge. Also, please do be careful. There is no ground here, so if you fall, that's kind of just it. You're just dead. That's a life gone. So you go through this gate, go up the staircase. Come all the way up here. And then you're going to want to go towards this room, kind of where the king, prince, whoever this is. So you come over here through this gate. And in this room, there's going to be a book. It's this book here, right? I don't know what this orb does. I didn't click on it. I'm too scared to. I don't want to die. But you grab this book, and now you just leave the Tundra. There's something left for you here. Except for XP, but I assume if you have World Sage, then you don't really need the XP anymore. Alright, next you're going to want to go to the Badlands. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how to get here. My friend brought me here with the crystal, and I set my spawn point here. But Honestly, this video wasn't really meant to show where all the locations of the maps are. It's just for World Stage, so I'm sure you guys can find another video to find where the Badlands are. But you go to the Badlands and you run around inside the little housing area, the town area, until you encounter this guy, right? You talk to him, he'll give you a quest to find the book, but you already have the book. So you give him the book, and he will take you to the Sky Dojo. And this is where you can get the air element from. I don't think many people know about this place, or if they do, they just don't care to come here. So it's not really safe, honestly. Don't fall off, please don't fall. I think that's just void down there. I don't know if there's a ground, but just don't fall off. I don't know if these guys attack you either. I assume they don't. They haven't aggroed me. You can just sit over here in the corner and get it. It takes like 10 minutes to meditate, 10 or 15 minutes to meditate. So it's not too long, but that is basically it for World Sage, honestly. There's not much to showcase or much left else to showcase. I guess something I may have forgotten to mention is that each element has its own cooldown, as you can see, the little 3 bars here, which is really cool. So you can, I recommend don't just spamming them out there because they're really quick alchemy tools. So, but it's up to you how you play. I'm not gonna try to play, but that's how you get World Sage. I hope this video helped you guys, and if it did, then great. If it didn't, sorry. I guess you'll have to go somewhere else. See ya.